Say hi. But yeah, so I'm recording.
Okay.
Do you see this?
What are you doing today?
Do you see this?
Ready.
Pop in. Riri did it for the kids. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new, welcome. I am Marla, and today I'm coming at you all with my first impression slash demo of the Fenty Beauty collection by Rihanna. You guys, I know this is long awaited, and I am so excited to finally be recording it. Back in January, one of my friends who still work at Sephora let me in on the little secret that Rihanna was going to be coming out with the line. However, I wasn't sure of the logistics or exactly what was going to be in the collection, so it's just super exciting to see it drop and just to see it be such a success. For me, my biggest thing was the shade range of the foundations. You guys, 40 shades, like where they do that at, especially like for a first time collection. It is just so amazing to see Rihanna cater to so many skin tones, and honestly and truly, I just have to give the biggest and warmest thank you to her. Being in the beauty industry, it is just very hard to see these different companies come out with foundation, and literally I'm the second to darkest shade. It's like, really? Like, I'm not even close to being the darkest shade. So it's just awesome to see Rihanna take so many different skin tones into account. I love each and every product that I got from the collection, and I definitely look forward to getting more of the products. I'm just thoroughly impressed. Like, there was not one thing that I used from the collection that I did not like. So yeah guys, I'm just gonna stop rambling and get into it so you guys can see why I love it so much. Alright guys, so first I'm going to start off with a primer, and I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever HD primer in the shade Radiant. You guys, I know that the Fenty Beauty has its own primer, however, somehow I missed that while I was in Sephora, and by the time I got home and looked online and realized that it had a primer, I just was not going back to another side of town to get the primer. So yeah, I'm just going to use one that I already had and that works with all my other foundations. So now that I'm done priming my face, I'm going to go into my Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter foundation, and I am in the shade 380. You guys, what I did realize about this foundation is it definitely does oxidize. While I was in the store, I tried on two of the shades. I tried on 370 and I also tried on 380. 370 was just a little too light, and it did oxidize, but it still was just a little too light. In 380, initially it seemed like it was my perfect color, but then it went a little bit darker. But the thing is, I don't mind going a little bit darker in foundation, because by the time I highlight with my concealer and things like that, everything evens itself out. So yeah, I love this packaging. It is so pretty. It has like this frosted white kind of packaging, and that always makes products look like more luxurious, or you know, it just gives it a nicer look in terms of packaging. So I definitely appreciate packaging because I am a stickler for that. If you watch any of my other videos, you know that usually I go in with a color corrector first and then a concealer on top of that, and then I go in with my foundation. But because this is like my first time using this foundation, and I want to give like a true review on how I feel in terms of coverage and just how it really meshes into the skin, I'm just going to go in straight with this foundation. I am going to first start off applying it with my Real Techniques stippling brush. Then I'm going to go in and blend it out with my Real Techniques beauty sponge. Now, one thing I do realize is this foundation is very liquidy. It has a very liquidy consistency, so yeah, you just are gonna want to be careful if you apply it kind of how I apply, which is on my hand first and then I apply it on my face. So yeah. So I would have to say, just initially in terms of coverage, it's definitely looks like it's buildable. This is just my first layer that I'm applying. And in terms of this shade, like I said, I think the shade may be a little bit darker than my skin, than my actual skin, but it's okay because by the time I highlight and everything, it will all blend out. But if I do find that after it kind of sets and after I highlight my skin, if it seems too dark, then I'm probably going to go down a shade, because this, just from on camera and just seeing it in the mirror in front of me, it does look a little warm for my skin. I have more of a kind of neutral I have like a yellow neutral undertone, if that makes sense, and this is kind of giving me a more warm undertone, so I may have to go down to the 370. But in terms of coverage, so this, like I said, is just my first time going over it. I do love how it basically like melts into the skin. Like it doesn't emphasize like texture, although it is a matte foundation. Matte foundations tend to kind of emphasize texture sometimes, but this one is really seeming to mesh into the skin. In terms of coverage, it's not light, but it's not full cover, so it definitely is medium to full in terms of being buildable. So I'm going to go over it again with another layer, and hopefully that gives me the full coverage. So now that I'm going over it with a second layer, it is definitely giving me way more coverage. So I can definitely appreciate that, like, because when a lot of foundations, especially when they're liquidy like this, when they say medium to full, it's more medium just because of the consistency, but this definitely is medium to full. So I must say I am impressed with how this blended into my skin. Usually when you use a stippling brush, you have to go back over it with a kind of beauty blender or a beauty sponge, but with this I didn't have to. But I will say for the most part it did give the full coverage after the second layer. So I do definitely feel that this foundation stands true in terms of medium to full coverage. I think this is going to be a little too warm for my skin tone, but like I said, after I highlight and contour and all that good stuff, I'll really be able to see more of how it's going to look. All right guys, now that we have that foundation down, I am going to go ahead and speed up the process of me highlighting and contouring, because I am using products that I always use. Because for me, I know she came out with the trio in the collection with the contour stick, the concealer, and the highlighter, but I just do not like how cream products settle on my skin, so I wasn't gonna waste my money. Like, I just wasn't gonna go there. If it works for some, I've seen it, it looks beautiful on some skin, but I just know how my skin is with cream products and it just doesn't work. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up and I'll be back. Now that I have finished up highlighting and contouring and also bronzing, I did go ahead and add some of the color that I used in the crease to under the eye, and I also went in and added some black eyeliner to my waterline as well as some mascara to my top and bottom lashes. Now I'm going to get into the next product that I got from the Fenty Beauty collection, and it is the Duo Highlights, and it is in the shade Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. You guys, these are everything. So the packaging, let's talk about that first. I love the packaging. It's kind of like a white iridescent, or as people are calling it nowadays, unicorn color. And then it does have the full mirror, as you can see, which is always a plus when you get products like this. It is always a plus to have a mirror as well. So this one is the Ginger Binge and this one is the Moscow Mule. You guys, for me, I cannot see using Ginger Binge as a highlighter. It is definitely going to be my blush, and then this will be the highlighter. So I am going to go ahead and apply the highlighter first and then the blush. You guys, I am not big into color highlighters. Let me start off by saying that I am not a huge fan of colored highlighters, but this, I don't know if, can y'all see that? Like, it is so pretty. It is so pretty. Like, I don't know if, I don't think the camera is doing it any justice, but it is beautiful. Like, I am in love, okay? Like, Riri, thank you. Like, thank you for thinking of us, okay? Because this highlight is giving me all types of life. Like, look at that. Yes, 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 ma'am. Like, I am here for this. I'm here for it. Oh, it's so pretty. It literally is so pretty. I feel like a blush rose goddess. Like, it is so pretty. Like, this highlighter, the texture, the sheen, it is just a really pretty highlighter. Like, I love this. I could definitely see me wearing this highlight every day. It is so bomb. I am completely head over heels for this highlighter. And now that I've tried this, I'm going to get probably like 2 more of the other shades, because the first 2 shades are just a little bit too light for me. But you guys, yes, 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 Riri, thank you once again. So now I'm going to go in and try the blush in Ginger Binge. And let's see. Oh, yes, this is everything. Like, it gives like a natural, it's not too heavy. The shimmer is not too much. It's just beautiful. It gives me the perfect amount of color. I'm so here for it. Thank you, Riri. Okay, like, I mean, I'm not surprised, because for those of you who didn't know, so she has been working on this for over a year. I knew because I stay locked in the beauty community, and I have friends who worked at Sephora who like told me that this is supposed to be coming out next year. I just didn't know exactly when. So I'm not at all surprised at how beautiful this collection is. Like, I'm not at all surprised. Like, look at that. Yes, I'm here for it. You guys, I'm here for it. Now that I am completely shooketh from the last Killawatt duo, I did get another Killawatt, but this is in the infamous Trophy Wife. You guys, when I first saw this, I was like, this is hella extra. But then I thought about, like, I'm hella extra, so that's hella what I need. And you guys, it is just, it's like a true yellow gold. And like, I would not wear this on a regular, like, everyday occasion. Like, this is when you want to be the definition of, like, just over the top. The definition of highlight for days. This is when you grab Miss Trophy Wife, okay? So I am gonna try it, and I'm just gonna put it right on top of the Moscow Mule. Like I said,
this is not a look that I will wear out every day. Like, not a look I will wear out every day.
But I do want to see how it looks on top, and I'm also gonna put it like on my brow bone, and probably like, I don't know where exactly I'm gonna put it, but we'll see. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in with the same brush I used and put it. You guys, I only put like a little, and I'm just Riri. Like, I'm so hyped inside. Riri, why did you do this to us? Why, Riri? Like, you guys, this is beaming. Like, so I'm gonna go and put it on the other side, just to, wowzers, like, I am highlighted. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my nose. Wait, I'm gonna put it on my nose, but I'm gonna blend it out, like, cause it is a lot. It is a lot. So I'm gonna go and try to blend it out a little bit. Wow. Wow. It's just a lot. Like, it's just hella extra. Okay? Look at that. Beaming. Like, wow. Trophy Wife reminds me of when people go on Instagram and like edit their highlight to be beaming. But this is like no filter edit needed. Like, wow. Wow. I'm definitely not going to be wearing this every day. No way. No way. But I am going to be extra today and put it on my brow bone. Just to see how this... Oh, God, it's so popping. Just to see how it looks. And you want to have a very light hand with this because this can get out of hand fairly quick, I can tell. I want to have a very light hand. Okay. Now I'm gonna add a little bit just right in the inner tear duct. Wow. Just a little bit. Wow. Whew, y'all. I am highlighted for the, like, I am, this is a lot. This is a lot. I wouldn't wear this every day. But this, I'm going back and getting the other ones. Y'all, I can't stop looking at myself. Like, this highlight, just everything. It's just, I'm shooketh. Completely and utterly shooketh. Wow. Okay, so now that I've brought it back in, the last product that I did get from the line was the lip gloss in the shade Fenty Glow. This is the only lip gloss that they came out with, but I am guessing that in the near future they will be releasing more. I've heard great things about the lip gloss as well. So yeah, the applicator is like super thick, so I definitely appreciate that. And yeah, how does this smell? This has a great, oh my God. Okay, so this smells so good. So this reminds me of those lip glosses you used to get when you were a kid and they were like different flavor. They were like flavored. This gives me like a watermelony smell. It's so good. It smells so good. Okay, so let's go ahead and, oh, this is so pretty. Wow. So the lip gloss is bomb. Like, this is bomb. It's like, it's not too sticky. It's just like one of those true juicy, like smooth, good smelling lip glosses. You know what I mean? Like, it's just really good. I love the feel on my lips. I'm not just saying it because it's a part of the collection, but honestly and truly, it feels very nice on the lips, and I really do hope that they come out with some more colors. So guys, what I'm going to do is go and fix my hair, and then I'm going to come back and talk about how I feel about the collection overall, and also mention some things that I do plan on or I foresee myself repurchasing or going back and getting different colors in the same products. And yeah, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed my first impression / demo of the Fenty Beauty collection by Rihanna. You guys, if I had to repurchase anything out the collection, I will repurchase everything I used because I enjoyed it and I love it just that much. The foundation is amazing. The highlighters are amazing. The lip gloss is amazing. I honestly have no complaints at all. You can tell Rihanna really put her time into this because the products are just bomb.com. And yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and God willing, I'll see you in my next one.